Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to our Golden Broncos Team Builder Dynasty. Today is a very important day because not only do we get to play for the Big Ten Championship in just our first year in the entire conference, but we get our revenge, or at least a chance at our revenge. One of our two big losses that we suffered this year, both losses that we had this year, were in the Big Ten Conference. The first one, and probably the more important of the two, was to, at the time, undefeated Washington. The other loss was to Iowa, which is a little bit more embarrassing, a little bit more regretful of a loss, but hey, it is what it is. So we suffered our first loss of the year to Washington. I think it was on the road, or was it at home? I can't remember. But whatever, it doesn't matter. We lost to Washington. They were undefeated for most of the year until I think last episode while we were simulating while we were playing our own doubleheader. I think in one of their two games that they had played, they lost. So in a roundabout way, even with two losses, we end up still getting a chance to play in the conference championship game, and it happens to be against Washington, so we get to at least a chance to avenge our loss. Because in that game, I remember we just, for some reason, just played so poorly on defense. Washington did whatever they wanted against us. This defense has played a lot better since that happened, except for the loss to Iowa. And maybe I shouldn't say they've played better, because even though we've won, we've had some pretty abysmal defensive performances, especially on the ground, covering the ground game. I'm not going to point you towards that Maryland game, but if you want to go and check out some horrible defensive pressure on the ground, go watch the end of that Maryland game and you'll see some horrendous defense. Both sides of the football, or both teams had horrendous defense, but mainly our defense was pretty bad stopping the run. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters as long as we can get a championship here today. Our first time in the Big Ten, our first chance at a Big Ten trophy. We already have a few trophies in the trophy cabinet. We have a year one bowl game victory. We have a year two Camellia Bowl. I think the first year was the LA Bowl or something like that. Then year two, we had the Camellia Bowl plus the MAC Championship, which is why we moved to the Big Ten in the first place. So we have three pieces of hardware in the trophy cabinet already here in year three of the Dynasty, but it is time to get not even arguably, pretty much without a doubt, the most important trophy to date, and that is the Big Ten Championship. Washington versus the Golden Broncos. It's round two. We got to get the revenge here. It just has to happen. So if you go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. It's going to be only one video or one episode. What am I saying? One game in the episode, because now that we're into playoff action in the next one, most likely, unless we lose this game, obviously, then we're out of the playoffs, I would think. But as long as we win, we'll have playoff football next episode, and those will be one game per video. So we're in one game territory here, but we need to win this one. So if you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, and let's do this thing. It's finally time. As mentioned previously, if we go to the coach contracts, we have three pieces of hardware in our trophy cabinet. We have the LA Bowl, or what? No, the 70 Venture. Who cares? It was some sort of bowl game that nobody cares about in our first year of history. Then we have the Camellia Bowl and the MAC Championship at a 13-win season, by the way. And now we are here with a chance to get the Big Ten Championship. I cannot wait. This is what the bracket looks like as of right now, before any conference championship games have been played. We sit at the 9 seed, but as I said in the intro, if we lose this game to Washington, I highly, highly doubt we stay in the playoffs. So this is pretty much just a must-win. It was always going to be a must-win, but with the threat of losing a playoff spot on the line, it's definitely a must-win. And for some reason, Ohio State, being the number one ranked team in the nation, is not playing in the Big Ten title game because we stole the spot from them, which is absolutely insane. There's a ton of Big Ten teams in here. We got Ohio State, us, Penn State, Nebraska, and Washington, all with a chance to play in the college football playoffs, but we will see what happens after this game. Obviously, if we win this game, then we would have the bye because we would have won the Big Ten. So It is go time here. Oh, I will just show you quickly the recruiting. We had some recruiting updates throughout the last episode. So this is what our recruiting class looks like. A bunch of 5 stars are coming to the program. We currently sit at number 7 right now. 7 5 stars, 3 4 stars, and that's it. But we're not obviously done with the class. We still got a bunch of guys down here, including a couple extra 4 stars that we're sitting pretty comfortable with. If we can add even half of the 4 stars remaining, I think we get at least top 5, if not the entire first overall class in the country. Plus, we're adding possibly some extra 3 stars when it comes to off-season recruiting and whoever may be in the portal that we might want to add. So there's a lot of potential for the number 1 class in the country here in Golden Bronco territory. So it's Washington versus the Golden Broncos, round 2. I think last time I gave them their all purple uniforms. I don't think I went with, no, I went with that one. I remember now. I went with the purple chrome because I wanted to see how the helmet looked on the field. I remember that now. So I think they're just gonna wear normal uniform. That one's fine. I like the gold helmet with the gold pants and purple jersey. That's fine. And we are gonna wear. We can't wear gold as well. That'd be counterproductive. We're gonna be the home team, even though we're not the home team. We're gonna wear our home uniforms, and we are gonna go out there and absolutely dominate, get our revenge, and win the Big Ten.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
It's go time. I mean, this is the biggest game of our entire program history. I mean, up to this point, we've played in 2 meaningless bowl games and a MAC 12 or what the heck is their name? The MAC Conference Championship game. So we have not played in really any significant postseason games up until this point. So this is definitely the most important game of our program's history, and it could lead to a playoff run. I mean, you never know. Anything can happen once the playoffs start. All we got to do is just get our revenge. We can't focus on a possible playoff run because that's going to be for the future. All we got to do now is just try and beat this Washington team. Try to correct some of the wrongs that we made in that first matchup where we just did not play good at all. It was offense, it was defense. Nothing played well. That's a big one from Greenwell. Greenwell, speaking of, he actually made his first appearance on a thumbnail in the last episode because he had a breakout performance during those last 2 games of the regular season. And he's coming back next year because I think he's only a sophomore. If not a sophomore redshirt, which he probably would still come back. So we've got some time with Christopher Greenwell to maybe make him the new face of the program. It used to be Amani Tolles, but he was only here for a year. At this point, the face of the program is probably Deshaun Wheeler. He's had 2 seasons now as the starting quarterback. We had the 1 year in between where it was Caleb Nobles, but Deshaun Wheeler's been the quarterback for 2 years now. So it's probably been him for the most part. But maybe Greenwell can take over that spot, be the new face of the Broncos for however long he's here. Or he just fades into obscurity like most receivers that I play with do. We'll find out. I don't want to force in the ball either. I feel like that could get me in trouble, and I don't want to make myself play worse than I already do naturally. I got to give myself all the best opportunities so that I can have the best chance to win. And it looks like Utah has won the Big 12. They beat. I just saw their name. Who'd they beat? I'm completely blanking on who I just saw them beat. It'll come up again. You'll see it. TCU. That's who it was. 42-34. So Utah's the Big 12 champs. I think we've got this down. That's Greenwell, and there it is. First touchdown of the Big Ten championship game history for the Golden Broncos. And it's Deshaun Wheeler to Christopher Greenwell Jr., and he's flexing on the haters. He said, he's here. My time is now. And that gets erased because the servers got cut out. Why does it happen to me all the time like that? There's got to be something with my end. It can't just be, but it's connected again. It must be something where my PlayStation just disconnects from the internet every once in a while. It happens so often when I play Golden Bronco Dynasty. I don't know what's going on, but it never does that normally. Like it's just when I'm playing on the EA servers. It's so weird. I don't know. Well, forget about that history-making touchdown with Christopher Greenwell Jr. That didn't happen. Oh, of course. Of course. All right. Well, I guess let's do this again. Okay, so we are coming in here, and instead of having an offensive drive, instead of getting the ball first to start the game, we are now starting on defense in this reset second chance at the Big Ten championship game. So hopefully the servers and my PlayStation don't cut out again, and we can have a similar start to the game. I mean, it kind of sucks being on defense now, but especially because we scored the touchdown with Greenwell on the slot fade, which was super cool. Oh, I was ready for that one. Jordan Allen blows it up. The transfer from Clemson, I think, is where we got him from. Same thing with Stefan Green. Did we get both those guys from Clemson? I forget where Jordan Allen came from. I know Stefan Green came from Clemson. This is the problem that we faced in that first matchup against Washington. Their defense, or our defense, just completely became Swiss cheese against their passing game. We need that to not happen today. Oh, what a catch from the receiver, and the ability to fight through contact and still like catch it and get yards afterwards. That's crazy, bro. Absolutely insane. Hand out to the right. No, it's a keeper. Read option. Keep the quarterback, and he goes down at the 43. Kind of an awkward animation there, but it worked. They get the first down. I really need this defense to play good, man. We don't have that 7-point advantage. I really wanted a pick there. It wouldn't turn me into the guy quick enough. I pressed the button. I think that was Eric Ames Jr. It might have been T.T. Claiborne. It was one of the two who was trying to go for that pick, but he just swatted it away. It was Claiborne because I think that was the same route or a similar route that he just had, so it must have been T.T. on that previous one. T.T. needs to remember. He's done that multiple times. He needs to remember to catch the ball with two hands, not swat it down with one. There's been multiple different times where we could have had big-time turnovers if he would have just caught the football. Franklin Moses playing in what could be his final, well, it is his final Big Ten game. Absolutely. Unless, I guess, we play a Big Ten team in the playoffs, but that wouldn't technically be a Big Ten game. That's a big sack. Jeremiah Buckley and Jordan Allen combined for that one. Unless they're going to just give it full to Jeremiah Buckley. I feel like that's probably what they'll do because he got there first and made most of the contact. Big third down, though. They're going to check it down. Gilly is right there. He loses the tackle battle, but we do bring him down 4th and 8. So we're going to hold him to a field goal attempt. Just do not run into this freaking kicker, bro. Don't do it. Simply do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, I pulled him back. I pulled him back. So instead of being up 7-0 to Washington, we are down 3-0. But that's okay. We proved that we could score on them, even though it was technically a different game. We did prove we could score on Washington. Let's just go out and do that again. That's all we need to do. It's very simple. Just go out there and score. Here we go. Offense coming onto the field. Deshaun Wheeler's had a good season. Jayshon Oliver's had a good season. Sammy Allen Jr.'s had a good season. Everybody's had a pretty good season. Offense has been pretty solid, pretty consistent all year. The only game that we struggled in was this Washington game. I mean, the offense didn't really even struggle against Iowa. It was mainly the defense that lost us that game. Oh, you got to throw a block there, man. If you throw a block, I get the first down. It's that easy. He didn't want to pick up the block. It's 3rd and 1. Tough spot, but I'm going to trust the offensive line, and I get the first down. I thought I was going to get blown up again. That guy looked like he was going to get through the offensive line. Luckily, I was able to get it. Okay. Fresh set. Let's run this back. I'm going to roll. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Finally bait the defender to get closer to me so I could create the separation, because if I would have thrown that earlier, it would have been picked off most likely. 2nd and 1. Handoff is to Deuce Washington. He gets a big first down. Good job, Deuce. Appreciate that. I like the substitutions. I like the rotation of the running backs. Keeps everybody fresh. And we got two pretty solid running backs, so I can't complain about either of them. I just prefer Oliver because he's a little bit more explosive, a little bit faster. Deuce, even though he's not as fast, he's a little bit more of a power guy. He's not the overall power back because that's obviously Mac Bannister, but Deuce he can throw a shoulder if he needs to. He's got a little bit of pop in those pads. I'm gonna go underneath. It's Greg Mills. Juke move. Oh, that's a horrible juke. Sorry, Greg. I didn't know your juke was that bad. That was embarrassing. That was an embarrassing little juke move right there. This could be a Christopher Greenwell touchdown. No, it's not. They had like 4 different Washington players covering that route. There was no chance he was going to get open. But we're able to get decent yards on it anyway. 2nd and 3. Handoff is to Deuce, and Deuce will follow the blocks, and he'll get up to the 11. Solid enough run by Deuce. Justin Highsmith. I think I asked this in the first matchup we played against Washington. Is that Alex Highsmith's brother or any relation to him? I'm not 100% sure. There's Greenwell. He's down at the 1. I thought he was going to be able to get the first or the touchdown, but he was just down at the 1. So we will motion. Handoff is to Oliver, and Oliver is in. So instead of Greenwell being the first touchdown in program history in the Big Ten championship game, it is Jashawn Oliver. So fix your trivia. It's no longer Christopher Greenwell. I guess that could be a fun trivia question. Who was the original first touchdown scored by a Golden Bronco in Big Ten football or Big Ten championship history? That could get some people. All right, defense. We were able to tighten up and then hold for a field goal, so let's do better than that this time and not allow any points. Read option, handoff to the running back, broken tackle. Well, not a broken tackle, missed tackle, and then I'm finally bringing him down. Adam Mohammed is the running back's name. He looks pretty good. At least he did on that run. Our defense against the run is our big weakness. Hopefully we don't come up against a team that realizes that if we do make the postseason. I would really like to not have to play in a home playoff game or a road playoff game, depending on what our seed is. But if we lose, we wouldn't be playing in the playoffs, so it wouldn't matter. It's really win, and we're the number 1 or the number 2 seed, maybe. We're a bye team, and then if we lose, we probably don't make the playoffs because we have 3 losses. If Washington loses, oops, I did not mean to call a timeout there. I dropped my controller and I caught it with my finger, but it pressed the button. I did not mean to call a timeout. If Washington loses, they probably still make the postseason. That'd be tough. I guess it would matter. Oh, that's not called pass interference. Thank you. I thought that they would call that for sure. I would have called that. That is definitely pass interference. I grabbed him way before the ball got there. I guess I didn't. Thank you for the bailout. And I'm not going to be able to catch this quarterback. He's just got so much speed. He's still going. Unbelievable scramble from that quarterback, man. Jordan Allen just didn't have enough speed. He was close. He just did not have that closing speed to catch the quarterback, and then everybody else was just not ready for him to scramble. Muhammad with the run. He's going to get brought down by Quentin Luther, who has quickly become one of my favorite players in program history. I love Quentin Luther, man. He's so good. Really making a name for himself. They're going to motion, and they will fake it and hand it off to Muhammad. Buckley just got shrugged off like he wasn't even there. But we hold to 3rd and 4. That'll be the end of the first quarter, though. They're not going to snap it here. Okay, one more play, and we have a chance to hold to another field goal attempt. I think we can do it. It just all depends on what our defense does on this one play. Come on. Come on, defense. It's probably going to be a pass, so be ready for that. But we gotta get here. We're going to force the quarterback to run, and he can't have it. He would have had a touchdown there if he had a little bit of time. But we hold to another field goal attempt. This one's going to be a make as well, but it's a little bit more tricky. He does drill it, and we lead by a point. So 2 drives where we've kind of gotten a little bit cooked, but we were able to hold up at the last second when it mattered the most and only allow 3. I'll take that as a little mini W. I'll take it. All right, team. They've got no safeties over the top. One of you is going to win. Somebody's got to. Never mind. I pressed the wrong button. How did nobody win? I don't have a receiver fast enough to win when there's no safety help. Come on. Now we're just telling lies. All right, Greenwell. I believe in you. I'm going to give you a chance at it. He's got it. Christopher Greenwell. He's not going to have the touchdown, but he does have the slot fade that he had in the first attempt. He just doesn't have that getaway speed. That safety or that corner was playing a good route on him. I'm going to go down. That's Mills and Greg Mills. First? Yes, they give me the first. Okay. I like the way our offense is moving. 2 really good drives so far. Handoff is to Deuce, and Deuce will go down to the 11. I don't really like goal line unders, but I'm going to call it anyway. I am going to go under. It's going to be Greenwell. He's getting so many catches this season, at least the end of the games. He's getting so many catches. Or the end of the season, I mean. Oh, they're really loading up the box here. This is going to be a tough run. Oliver, bounce it out. Oliver! We needed a block, and we just didn't get it. We got the block, but not long enough. He didn't hold it long enough. Second and goal from the 3. Hand off to Oliver again. He gets forward to the 1, and it's 3rd and goal. Do I go another run? I think I do. I would prefer Mac Bannister be the guy that getting the ball here, but it's going to be Oliver. And Oliver will get in. He's got 2. Deshaun Oliver's got 2 touchdowns in the Big Ten championship game, and we take a lead even bigger than 1 point. Okay. I really wish that slot fade would have been a touchdown, but it was a good play nonetheless. And now the defense, can we finally have a defensive drive where we don't allow any points? I mean, I guess I'm okay with 3 because you're not going to beat us. At least it's not this offense by kicking field goals exclusively. You're going to have to score touchdowns at some point, but I would prefer them not to do that. Quentin Luther with a nice tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 28-yard line. This has got to be a run. I mean, they're looking like it so easily. Bring a blitz. Oh, never mind. It still could be a run, and it is. But I brought a blitz, and it didn't work. The blitz was super bad. God. Ugh, I hate when I bring blitzes, and they completely embarrass me. So annoying. All right, Franklin, I need you to part the seas here. Get there, big dog. He's not going to do it, but we do bring him down. I think that was not Darquez Denard. Whatever, Daquan Denard is his name, not Darquez. That is a former Michigan State player. Ooh, a little bit of trickery. He got me. He sucks big, hairy ones. Oh, I thought he was going to keep going around like the play is probably designed to do, but he stopped and then cut back in. What is he doing? Handoff to the running back, Mohammed. He's going to get the first down. I probably should have brought a blitz there. Try to fill one of the gaps, but I didn't. I was too worried about the previous play call. Another handoff to a running back, and he will get wrapped up. Good tackle. Really good tackle. That had touchdown written all over it. That had touchdown written all over it. This time it's play action, and he's going to have an interception. I don't know what you're throwing there, but I think it's Antoine Sparks. He doesn't really get any play, so I don't call his name very often. He's very slow. Antoine Sparks with an easy pick. I mean, I don't know what that quarterback was throwing there. That's picked 17 times out of 10. Not sure why he's throwing that. But we pick it off. I just wish it was picked off by somebody a little bit faster. Sparks doesn't really even play. Surprised he was out there on that play. Let's go underneath here. It's Weeks. I thought the DBs and the linebackers would play a little tighter on that, so I went down immediately. That's okay. 3rd and 7. Got to hit Mills here. He's absolutely wide open, and he might have a touchdown here. Greg Mills, lower the shoulder. Greg Mills, touchdown Broncos. 3 touchdowns in the first half for the good guys. This is the type of game we needed to have, especially against Washington. Get our revenge. Have a chance at glory. have a chance at glory. 3 years in the program. Let's win ourselves a Big Ten championship and then go on and win a national championship. That would be beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Handoff is to Muhammad. He's got a lot of room. Muhammad! Good tackle. Eric James was the first man to make contact, but he rolled off him, as you would expect a player to do in this game. Ooh, they've got one more play before 2-minute warning. I'd love another interception like he threw on the last drive. Another handoff to Muhammad. I'd really prefer them to not do that, though. If you could just go back to passing the ball to my guys instead of running for big yardage, that would be much appreciated. We'll see if they take my request. Okay, 2 minutes left to go in the half. Quick throw. And he got rocked and still head on. How in the world does he hold on to that football? He got hit even before he caught it, I think. And he still caught the football. Oh, Jordan Allen is babying this right tackle. And Jeremiah Buckley got bailed into a sack there. The quarterback kind of just freaked out. When he saw Jordan Allen come after him, he just ran right into Jordan Buckley's arms. Jeremiah Buckley's arms. He wasn't even out of his block yet from the right tackle. Interception. No! McAfee, I hate your soul. Why was that the animation I get? Why was it a reaching out one-handed in an attempt? Why was it not like a jump up with two arms? After all the good momentum, they get one play and it erases all of it. Ooh, they got the glitch? We got the glitch going? They can't snap it? I'll take a delay of game. I'm not that petty. I'm petty enough to take that. And it looks like we do have a glitch because there's no way they'd be wasting this much time. Okay. We get bailed out with a little bit of a glitch. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about that. Push them back. Thank you very much. That doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's pretty useful. It is pretty useful. So we'll push them back 5 yards. That helps out a little bit, I guess. And we will try to get more defensive pressure with Buckley and Allen. They're a nice little 1-2 punch. Oh, that's a little check down. Quentin Luther took a bad angle. Claiborne gets the tackle. Timeout called by Hawaii. Wrong team. Timeout called by Washington. And it's 2nd and 5. They're going to go, what a whip route. And he's got great blocking down the field. Jontre Russell, bad angle. Touchdown, Washington. Oh, I took such a bad angle there. I'm embarrassed. Such a bad angle there. But that might be for the best because that allows us to get the ball with a little bit of time. Not much, but a little bit of time before halftime. Maybe we can do some damage. I don't know. It depends on what kind of coverage they come out in. There's the kick. And Oliver has it. Ooh, okay, 43 seconds left at the 23-yard line. Can we do any sort of damage here? We're going to have to bait them into press coverage. Z Smith, he's going to take a bad hit. See, like, why can't I not catch those passes? But something similar happens for the other team, and they catch an absolute guarantee. But I can't catch those type of passes. Underneath, it's Greenwell. We'll call our second timeout. Unfortunately, because I dropped my controller and accidentally pressed the timeout button, we only have one remaining. 3rd and 4. Good pickup on the block, or on the blitz, and I threw a pick. You've got to be kidding me. The fact that that ball is not thrown hard enough for it to get past that linebacker or deep, whoever that is, Tristan Dunn, the safety, absolute insanity. I mean, this ball was thrown very well. And he just gets a burst of speed to undercut it. I mean, I don't understand it. And now we've given Washington a chance to get not only a field goal, but possibly a touchdown. Luther can't do anything. We do force them down. They have one timeout remaining. There is a possibility we could stop them without getting any points, but the AI is so stupid that they, even when they don't have timeouts, they throw it away to kick the field goals. I know that's not stupid. That's smart to do, but it's stupid from my perspective because I just want them to not get any points. But it looks like they might come away with the touchdown the way they're passing this football. We got to get some pressure on this quarterback. A sack would feed generations of families. It's not going to be a sack. It's going to be, oh my God, at the 1. I thought for sure that's a touchdown. How it's not, the world may never know. Quarterback's going to scramble. Do not let him in the end zone. It's going to be out of the back of the end zone, and we will hold to a field goal. No, they're going to go for it. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Why would it tell me to go in defensive coverage when they're going to kick the field goal? I guess it's better to not rough the kicker, but they do get a field goal. They scared me there for a second. I thought they were going to score a touchdown and really get this game into some controversy here. Maybe we can make something magic happen here. Oliver, no, nothing there. We go into halftime leading by a little bit, not as much as I would have preferred. But if we can turn shoe clock on and get rid of this game, I would be happy with a 21-16 victory. Starting the second half with the football, the game plan is clear. Take as much time out as physically possible, preferably score one more time, and hope that Washington doesn't have enough time left to make this a close game. That is the game plan we are going to try to go with here. We'll see if it works. In knowing my luck and the track record that I have, that's going to be a little bit harder to do than it is to say. So a handoff here to Deuce. Gain about 2. I go chipping away at yards here and there. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to send Weeks just a straight up go route, just in case, but that safety's going to play it. So we'll hit Greenwell. I mean, Greenwell's just always open on those underneath stuff. It's hard not to throw it to him. It is hard not to throw it to him. But then again, you got a guy like Z Smith who comes down. Nice little friendly pick play, and he's holding that football precariously. I hate when he does that. It's just how he runs with the football. Good job, Z. He's also coming back. He's a sophomore. I think he's a true sophomore. Our wide receiver room is going to be pretty good, even though we are losing Sammy this year. We also got Greg Mills coming back. He's only a freshman. It's really the quarterback position is going to be the biggest question mark coming into next year, year 4. Who's going to be the starting quarterback? Is it going to be somebody on this team already? We've got Nick Madden. Is he going to be the guy, or is it going to be a recruit, a true freshman coming in? There's a lot of things that could happen this offseason. I'm going to have a quarterback battle in practice to see. I'm going to use a couple guys, see who I feel like has the best, who feels the best when I'm using them, and then we'll go from there. Oliver wrapped up at the 8. We've wasted this entire third quarter, which is beautiful. Exactly what I wanted to do. One final play will end it completely, and I got completely stuck behind my entire offensive line there. We will go into the fourth quarter already. We've taken away an entire quarter on one single drive. Washington did not get the football the entire quarter. Exactly how I drew it up. But it's a 3rd and 8. We need a first down or a touchdown. I'd rather just have the touchdown, to be honest. But I'm not going to get it. Barely got that away. Barely got that away. They took away my underneath stuff, and I didn't have anything. So I guess I'll take a field goal here. I should be able to drill this, even in my poor kicking state. I do drill it. 24-16 is the score. I would have really preferred a touchdown there, but I can't have everything. So I'm going to need the defense to absolutely step it the F up. Come on, defense. 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 They need a touchdown and a 2-point to tie this game. We'll see what happens. We'll play action. And then they end up throwing it out of the backfield to the running back, and I completely missed the cut stick because I always do, apparently. Even though I literally made contact with the guy, I just went right past him. I still didn't get an animation. Hand off to him again. Oh, he's killing me today. These running backs are killing me. It wasn't even the same one. It was Washington, not Mohammed. They're both killing me. No, don't let him do it. Oh, Franklin Moses was the first guy to get there, and he broke the tackle. Because why wouldn't he? I'd almost be shocked if we brought somebody down on the first attempt. Because it happens so little. They're going to hand on a little jet sweep. He's going for about 3. It's a 3rd and 4. This is a big 3rd and 4. I mean, I know that they would probably punt this away because that's what the AI does. But, I mean, you could theoretically think of this as a 4-down territory. Never mind. He's wide open. Did I bring a blitz on accident? I might have called for a blitz. I wasn't trying to call for a blitz. I think I was trying to call something else, like set the linebacker to a different spot, but I might have pulled down on the analog stick on accident. That is going to be... Oh, what a... That's not even joystick. That's just cheese. I guarantee you 85 does not have joystick. There's no way that he was able to do that. That completely threw me off. Oh, that's to the... Oh, you turn me into the guy that has a chance in the pick, please. I'm not asking for a lot, man. Oh, it's unbelievable, man. These diving deflections are annoying. I want picks. Stop him. He cannot get that first down. Thank you. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. Okay, this makes more sense. They probably would have punted it back further behind, but this makes more sense that they would go for this. Oh, I tried to call a delayed blitz, but I didn't get it off in time. No, he's going to have the first down because nobody was there. I think we were in a zone. 4th and 1, they throw it and they get it. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Do not let him get any room. There you go. Darius Lockett, baby. That's a big one. That is a big one. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Another handoff to the running back. He's got all the room in the world across the middle. What are we doing? Where is the defense? Our linebackers are not doing anything, man. What are we doing here? There's Antoine Sparks. He had the pick earlier. Oh, touchdown Washington. Oh, not a touchdown. We had a guy there. I'm really not happy with our defense. I'm not happy with me either. But I can't blame myself. Antoine Sparks, they kept it. You got to be kidding me. Pick it off. I don't even know what happened on that. I thought it was a guaranteed run. It was a really well designed play action. So I fell for that at first. Then I thought it was a guaranteed touchdown. Then I threw it to a guy that I had a pick with, and I turned away from him because I didn't know I was him. And they get the 2 point to tie it. Oh my God, that was a frustrating drive. Wow. Wow. I hate it here. Washington, just like that, has tied it up. Our demons will not go away, will they? Okay, well, we just gotta... I mean, they've tied it. It's not like they've taken the lead. All we gotta do is get in a field goal range. So let's just do that. Let's get in a field goal range and win a football game. It's that simple. I know that Jashawn Oliver is very hurt, but I need him to run the ball well. That's all that there is to it. I need you to run the football well. I need Deuce to run the football well. I need everybody to run the football well. And yes, I know that I have Chew Clock on. I have it on by design because I'm trying to make this the final drive of the game. That's the first down and the 2-minute warning, so we get a little timeout anyway. Okay. I don't really want to settle for a field goal because I know that I'll miss it because I suck. But if I have to, I'll take it. I might let this chew clock one more time, and then I'll turn it off. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because I don't want to cost myself anything here. That's a big one from Greg Mills. He's wide open. He gets out of bounds. Perfect. Perfectly executed. Now we turn the chew clock off. We do have a chance for a touchdown, but I am going to still play conservative. A little bit conservative. Handoff is to Washington and Deuce Washington right up the middle for another first down, and Washington will call their 3 timeouts. That guy's eyes are out of control. He definitely had fun at the pregame. Wow. Okay. 1st and 10. Handoff is to Oliver. He feels super slow. He is really getting a beating from the wear and tear, but he's doing a good job. 1 timeout remains. 1 timeout remains for Washington. Their hopes of winning the Big Ten are crumbling as Oliver gets down to the 4, and the final timeout has been called by the Huskies. We are just moments away from a possible victory. Handoff is to Oliver. He's going to go nowhere. That's fine. Totally fine. We don't need him to score. All we need to do is just not fumble. That's all we need to do. I'm going to take this down manually all the way and then snap it. Either get into the end zone or get stopped again. I don't think it matters. They don't have any more timeouts to ice me if I have to kick a field goal. So we're sitting in a really, really good spot to win this Big Ten championship game. And snap it. And Oliver will get in. I'm fine with that because now they need a touchdown to win. It's not like they get a field goal to tie. They got to score a tutty. And that one goes up and through. They ran into the kicker, so we'll get a couple extra yards on the kickoff, but it doesn't really matter. And we will lead by a touchdown with 25 seconds remaining. Well, whatever happens on this return, but they're not going to return it because we got those extra yards. So 25 seconds is all they have. It's all they have. You better get the F back. You better play so back that it doesn't really even matter. They're going to go for it all. Do not let him do this. What are you doing? That was the worst possible first play we could have ever had. That was the worst possible first play we could have ever had. 19 seconds, no timeouts. They've already almost gotten a field goal range. Luckily, they don't need a field goal. Sack, sack, sack. Huge sack. Buckley and I don't know who else was there. Maybe Luther. Somebody else was there. I couldn't really see. I know Buckley was in on it. And this will be the final play of the game. They spike it, so it's 3rd and 12. We're not going to go prevent or anything like that. We're just going to send everybody back, give them cushion. One more play in the Big Ten Championship. Here it is. He steps back. He rolls to the right. He's going to scramble. Fire it. It's in the end zone. Knock it down. Thank God. And it is incomplete. And the Northern Ohio Golden Broncos. Why do we look like we lost? What's happening? There we go. Now we're excited. I don't know what that first thing was. It looked like we lost there. Oh, man. The Golden Broncos, for the first time in program history, have won the Big Ten Championship. In the first year trying, too. Our first appearance in the Big Ten, we win the conference. Talk about big W's. That's what we call W's right there. That's what we eat those W's. We eat them. Huge. We get an upgrade for... I was waiting to get more coach points there. I don't know if we got them or not. Give me the confetti and the fireworks, baby. Big Ten champions. Add it to the trophy cabinet, baby. And now we are guaranteed a bye week here in the college football playoffs. Talk about sweetness. It's too sweet, baby. Too sweet. Who we playing? Jeremiah Buckley gets Big Ten Player of the Week defensively and nationally. Okay, so Players of the Week, yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's go to it. We didn't get any skill points for upgrading that level. That's kind of crazy. We already had 20. Santiago Lima, another 4-star added to the class under the quarterback. Benjamin Obi, another 4-star added. We lose out on a couple of 3-stars, but I don't even think I had anything scouted on them just yet. But 2 more 4-stars added to the class, which probably means... And there's your Heisman winner, Caton Hauser, 3,951 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. East Carolina. Jeremiah Buckley gets Defensive Player of the Year. I'll take that. That's huge. That's huge for his development as well. He also wins Best Defensive End. Anything else? He wins Lombardi. Jeremiah Buckley, the future, baby. The future. Future. Let's take a look at All-Americans real quick. Did we get snubbed? National All-Americans. Jayshon Oliver wins National First Team All-American at running back. Huge. Jeremiah Buckley doesn't even get defensive first team. That's unbelievable. Second team. They need to fix how All-American works. We should have way more All-Americans than this. Greg Mills makes it, and that's it for freshmen. What about in the Big Ten? We get Jayshon Oliver and nobody else. Second team. We get Eric James. So Jeremiah Buckley wins all of those awards. He's literally the best defensive player in football, and he doesn't win an All-American. He doesn't get an All-American spot. They need to fix that. That's crazy. All right, but here we go. This is important. National Signing Day, early National Signing Day. We'll see all of the dev traits. Even though dev traits isn't necessarily the end-all be-all, it's still very important. So we move up to number 6. Oregon doesn't have any 5-stars this year. That seems crazy. They do have 22 4-stars, though. So right now we're number 6. All we really need to do is get a top 5 class. I'd love to be number 1. We just don't have enough players to be number 1. But that's before we have finished the class, obviously. So Lima gets jumped up. Obi gets jumped up. Anybody else that they didn't show us? No. Everybody else is still working. And these guys we didn't even get a chance to scout yet. So we're still working. I really want Dylan Merrill. Dylan Merrill's a freak. I'm going to go hard on him in the offseason. But here's the time where we get to check out the dev trade upgrade or the dev trades for all these guys. So Bryce O'Connor, who is the #1 player in the entire nation, he has elite dev. He's going to be unbelievably good. Then we've got Alex Forrest, who has star dev. I know I'm covering it up. I'm just telling you anyway. Star dev for Max Fredrickson. David Blanco, star dev. Star dev for Dave Grimes and Nick Alfonso and Eric Kenyon. So almost all of our 5 stars have star dev, which is okay, but it's not great. Richard Sermons has no, impact. So does Nicholas Hunter and Baraka. Normal for Nye and Lima and Obi. So only one guy in the entire class has elite dev. We brought in 7 5-stars and only one of them had elite. That's kind of annoying. And obviously we don't know the dev traits of anybody else. I still like the class. We are very close to having a top 5 class, though. I don't think we've had a top 5 class so far, right? If we go over here, no, we're 0 out of 2 on the top 5 classes. So if we can get one this year, that'd be good progress to getting elite recruiter unlocked. Let's move to bowl week number 2, where we find out our opponent, because obviously we got the bye. So who is we playing? It'll be LSU. Oh, that's gonna be tough. That is gonna be tough. Woo, what a matchup. What a matchup. This is what the bracket looks like. What a freaking matchup. We ended up being the #1 overall seed, even though the Buckeyes are the #1 ranked team in the country. They had to play a home playoff game. Washington did make it. We would have had a rematch with a third game against Washington was possible if LSU didn't blow them out. So it'll be Ohio State and Alabama, us and LSU, Nebraska and Utah, and Penn State and Florida State. This is one of the better playoff bracket or quarterfinals I've seen in College Football 25. Usually you get like 1 or 2 of these non-Power 4 teams that kind of sneak their way in. But this is one of the better ones I've seen. All of these teams are respectable. All of these teams are... The only random team is Eastern Carolina, but they had the Heisman winner. So that is going to do it for this episode. We will play LSU in the Orange Bowl in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.